I've been loving playing Roblox Pressure as much as the next person, and you can tell the whole internet is obsessed with this game, or at least the whole Roblox internet is obsessed with this game. I used to play Doors, so this is literally just the perfect game in my eyes. And you've already read the title, so you know the gist of the video. We're gonna be redesigning the entities from Pressure. I'm just gonna say that these redesigns that I'm gonna do aren't like what I'd say, oh, the game did this bad, so I'll do this better. No. I love the designs of the entities in Pressure. However, I'm an artist, so I have my own art style, and I have the little things that I like, little things that I don't like. So these redesigns are really just gonna be, oh, if I design them, what would I want them to look like? How would they be like in my style, and stuff like that. We're really just gonna have fun with these designs, so yeah, I've collected 4 entities that I'm gonna do for this challenge, and we're just gonna go from there. One of them is gonna be a little bonus joke one, so yeah, watch out for that. The other 3 I'm gonna design seriously and just go off of what I think, the little inspirations, stuff like that. Some rules though, I'm gonna try to stick to the, same theme. It's like, I'm not gonna be drawing Infestation and then just give him 2 eyes. No, I'm not gonna do that. It's still gonna stay on point, still gonna be recognizable. I'm just gonna change up things. Some of them more drastic than others. So yeah, let's get started. So out of all the entities in Pressure, Infestation has to be my favorite design-wise. Gameplay-wise, he pisses me off, and I don't know why, but whenever I play and Infestation shows up, I immediately grab the flash beacon and immediately flash Infestation because, I don't know, it's instinctual at this point, but yeah, I always die because of this. Because it gets stronger and more annoying, but it's okay, I just like hearing the music, and I think a lot of you guys can relate. So what am I changing up about Infestation's design? Infestation, I gave him those little catfish whiskers, but instead I added those eyes at the end, the little dangly bits. I also added, I changed the fin shape. You can kind of see that, but it's not, that big of a detail. I also added more of those little stringy thingies, and I added eyes to more areas, like his tail and more scattered around his body. The eyes were already scattered around his body, but I just added a bit more, like, on different areas. I also made the teeth more defined. I added the teeth going upwards, like an underbite, but I also made some teeth come downwards, but yeah, you can basically see the teeth are more apparent. I also made the gills the same color as his eyes, and I added this same eye color ooze coming out of Infestation's mouth and gills. I honestly just thought it looked cool. There was no real reason behind it. I guess I was trying to play into the failed experiment thing, but then again, all of them are failed experiments. I just thought that the ooze matched Infestation's design more. I just thought it was more appealing. You can also tell that I changed up the colors on Infestation a bit more. Like, for example, Infestation's design is just black or gray tinted blue for the most part, but I just decided to make it more grayish green and grayish blue for the underbelly with the grayish blue, and for the primary with the grayish green. I also added these little glitchy effects to the ooze in the eyes, mainly because it's like his eye colors change from blue to red when he's enraged, so I decided that the glitchy effect kind of fits. I also made his pupils white. I just thought that it looked cooler. The black also suits him, but I just feel like, white pupils just make it look more menacing. I don't know why I keep on changing the pronouns when I'm referring to Infestation. It's like I just called bro a him, and now I'm calling him an it. And I'm pretty sure it's a him because the voice lines for Infestation were a more masculine voice, so yeah. Honestly, this one was probably the most fun to draw. It was really nice. We're just gonna go in with some shading and a little bit of, just texturing, and yeah, we're basically done. Tell me what you think about this version of Infestation, and yeah, let's move on to the next entity. So, drawing Infestation took me like 2 hours, and the Squiddle only took me like 30 minutes, so I kinda had to slow down the speed paint just for the sake of commentary. Anyways, the main reason is that the Squiddle looks really simple compared to Infestation. So, I originally made another design for Squiddle because I thought Squiddle was based off of a squid. I was extremely wrong. In fact, Squiddle is based off of an octopus, so why do you call it squid? Whatever. Okay, so the Squiddle is probably, if not one of the best entities in the game, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Has a cool design, you know, based off of an octopus, despite being called a Squiddle! So, yeah, you know, I'm just drawing it, trying to stick to the normal design, but as you can see, I gave it that little flobby octopus head, and I gave it the octopus eyes, but then I put like the face, the smile, and the, you know, more humanoid face on top. As shown in the game, the Squiddle has multiple faces, so I thought this kind of just plays into the idea. I wanted to stick to it, but also make it more creepy. So yeah, kept the same 8 tentacles, or at least you can only see 7, but you know, there's 8. And added 2 faces, the octopus face and the humanoid face, because we gotta keep the humanoid aspect. So yeah, Squiddle was probably the easiest to draw, but not the most fun. It was okay, but yeah, I think I like how Squiddle turned out, with the creepy smile. I love the Squiddles. I'm gonna quickly show the Squiddle design I made before this one because it looked horrid and I forgot to do the shading and lighting on that one. So it also, like, it sucked so bad. Yeah, just focus on the main one, guys. Please forgive me for my sins. I think the Squiddle turned out pretty decent and I like the idea I went for. So yeah, on to the next entity and tell me what you think of Squiddle. I think everybody knows what's wrong with Pinky's design, and it's pretty obvious. Bro is not pink! So, with this redesign, we will be solving this one major problem. And, personally, I think all the anglers look fire, but this bro just... he gotta be pink. It's not that hard, bro. Your name is Pinky. As I said, this is a pretty easy fix. We're just gonna add a pink layer, and we're gonna set it to overlay, and boom. Bro is already pink now. We're just gonna double that too, make him more vibrant, more pink, guys. I love pink. No, I don't. My favorite color is red, but pink is still a fire color, and Pinky did not live up to his name. Oh, right. Pink is also a very coquette color, so we're also gonna make sure that Pinky is, you know, slaying, because that's Pinky's job. He slays. Or she. I don't care. They can be what they want. So yeah, we're just gonna give Pinky a manicure and make them slay the day away, just like how they slay us in the game. Because they're epic. And sparkle emoji, sparkle emoji. We love pink, guys. I'm a girl, I'm allowed to say this. So, yeah. Guys, that's Pinky. This is the joke when I was talking about earlier. Okay, now on to the next entity. The Puddles of Void mass is probably the entity you weren't expecting to be here, but I thought it'd be fun to remake. The Puddles of Void mass are always in the closet. I'm not, you know, homophobic or anything, but I mean, sometimes it should come out. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyways, so I just decided that we're gonna draw the Puddle of Void mass outside the closet, because we can't see its full body, so I had a lot of liberties with this. The badge shows that the Puddles of Void mass have like multiple tentacles, but in the game you can only see like 2 when it snatches you in there, so I decided I'll play around with it and I'll add more tentacles. I want him to be like a shape-shifting glob, which he basically should be that. I also made him more drippy, because in the document for dying to the Puddles of Void mass, it says that you can see dripping from the locker, but you can barely see that. You have to look really closely at the bottom just to see it, so I decided to emphasize it. I also added a more of a purple tint to the actual black void part. I know that goes against the idea of it being a void, but I just thought that would be cool. I also added little mouths all around. I know he already has eyes, or she, or they, I don't care. I know the Puddles of Void mass already have eyes, but I thought adding these little mouths would make it more of that like glob of random stuff aesthetic. I don't even know. He kind of looks like an oil leakage. So, I don't know, maybe he's the #1 reason pollution happens. Maybe he's the reason it's called Hadal Blacksite. You may be wondering why he's in this weird shape and why it kind of looks like he has a deformed face. After all, I did add mouths and stuff. I tried to make him look like he's trying to imitate certain things. Like, I gave him those 2 little tentacle horns at the top of his head. You can see he's trying to imitate something, but he's not doing it really well. I also added these little red and blue glitch effects, just like how I added on Ifestation. Unlike Ifestation, though, he doesn't have any red and blue in his original design. I just added it because I thought it would fit more with the little accident theme. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. I also added these little white stars to his purple parts just because space and void. I think it goes hand in hand. So yeah, the black part is the void and the purple part is the space. Then I added just the little touch-ups, and that is the Puddles of Void mess, or the Puddles of Oil. That's the last entity, so we're gonna wrap it up. Just gonna do a quick 10-second outro. My favorite entity that I drew was Ifestation for sure. Had the most fun and most creativity and took the most time with his design. I think all their designs turned out great. Or okay, at most, especially Pinky. Pinky just needed that glow up, so yeah. Thanks for watching. Just click them buttons down there for me, please, please, please. I'm small channel, please. And yeah, that's it. Thank you. Drink some water.